Morning, children. Hope you all are fine. Children, till today we have completed 2 lessons and notes are also being sent to you. I hope you have completed those 2 lessons in your classwork. Okay, children, to complete your classwork. Now, today we are going to learn the third lesson, that is कोई काम छोटा नहीं होता. तो पाठ 3, कोई काम छोटा नहीं होता. So first we'll read this lesson. Okay. You can repeat after me. You can repeat along with me, children. किसी नगर में एक धनी व्यापारी रहता था. उसके 2 बेटे थे जिसके नाम दीपक और मनोज थे. घर में अपार धन संपत्ति के कारण किसी भी चीज का अभाव नहीं था, किंतु व्यापारी को फिर भी एक चिंता खाए जाती थी कि उसके बाद उसकी धन संपत्ति की देखभाल कौन करेगा, उसके धन संपत्ति की देखभाल कैसे होगी, क्योंकि उसका बड़ा बेटा दीपक आलसी और निठल्ला था और वह सारा दिन या तो घर में पड़ा आराम करता रहता था या फिर अपने दोस्तों के साथ इधर उधर घूमता रहता था. किंतु उसका छोटा बेटा मनोज अभी उम्र में काफी छोटा था. एक बार व्यापारी अचानक बीमार पड़ गया और उसका स्वर्गवास हो गया. अब तो दीपक को पूरी आजादी मिल गई. वह अपने पिता की कमाई हुई दौलत को दोनों हाथों से लुटाने लगा. उधर छोटा बेटा मनोज बहुत समझदार था. उसे खाली बैठना बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं था. पढ़ाई लिखाई का काम पूरा करके वह रोज शाम को बाजार में घूमने निकल जाता. वहां अलगू मोची की दुकान पर बैठकर उसका काम देखता रहता. एक दिन अलगू ने हंसते हुए उससे पूछा, बेटा, तुम रोज यहाँ आकर बैठ जाते हो और मेरा काम देखते हो. क्या तुम यह काम सीखना चाहते हो? किंतु तुम तो धनी सेठ के बेटे हो. तुम्हें यह काम सीखने की क्या आवश्यकता है? ऐसा मत कहिए बाबूजी, कोई भी काम छोटा नहीं होता. यूं भी मुझे इसे सीखने में कोई बुराई नजर नहीं आती. क्या आप मुझे यह काम सिखाएंगे? मनोज ने कहा. फिर मनोज जूते बनाने सीखने लगा. एक दिन दीपक बाजार से गुजर रहा था. अचानक उसकी नजर मनोज पर पड़ गई, जो मोची की दुकान पर बैठा जूते बना रहा था. दीपक के मित्र उसका मजाक उड़ाने लगे. मजाक उड़ाते हुए कहने लगे, अरे दीपक, देखो, तुम्हारा भाई मोची का काम कर रहा है. उनकी बातें सुनकर दीपक को गुस्सा आ गया और वह मनोज पर बरस पड़ा. बोला, मूर्ख मनोज, मोची का काम कर रहा है. तुझे यह काम करने की क्या जरूरत है? तुझे यह काम करते जरा भी लाज नहीं आई? तुझे ऐसा काम सीखने की क्या जरूरत है? चलो मेरे साथ. मनोज ने बड़े ही शांत स्वर में उत्तर दिया, नहीं भाई, कोई भी काम बुरा नहीं होता. मैं कुछ सीख लूंगा तो वह कभी ना कभी हमारे काम अवश्य आएगा. दीपक उसकी बात सुनकर गुस्से से पैर पटकता हुआ वहां से चला गया. जल्द ही मनोज जूते बनाने की कला में बहुत निपुण हो गया. कुछ वर्ष सुखपूर्वक बीत गए. फिर एक दिन अचानक दुर्भाग्य ने आकर आ दबोचा. उनकी हवेली में डकैती पड़ गई. डाकू घर में रखा सब कुछ लूट कर ले गए. बाकी सामान भी धीरे धीरे बिक गया. एक दिन दीपक रोते हुए मनोज से कहने लगा, भाई, अब क्या करें? मुझे तो कोई ऐसा काम भी नहीं आता जिसे करके मैं कुछ कमाई कर सकूं. भला अब हम दोनों भाइयों का गुजारा कैसे होगा? मनोज अपने बड़े भाई को सहारा देते हुए बोला, भाई, तुम बिल्कुल चिंता मत करो, मैं कोई ना कोई उपाय अवश्य निकाल लूंगा. मनोज काम की तलाश में घर से निकल गया. कई दिनों तक भटकते रहने के बाद वह दूसरे नगर में आ पहुंचा. वहां पर काम तलाशने लगा. जल्दी ही उसे एक मोची की दुकान दिखाई दी। जैसे ही वह वहां पहुंचा तो उसने देखा कि एक ग्राहक मोची से बहस कर रहा था। वह कह रहा था, मेरे जूते अभी तक तैयार क्यों नहीं किए हैं? अब जब समय नहीं था तो काम लिया क्यों था? तुम्हें काम आता भी है अथवा नहीं? बेचारा मोची सिर पकड़कर बैठा था। मनोज ने उसके पास पहुंचकर पूछा, भाई क्या बात है? आपका ग्राहक बड़े गुस्से में था। मोची बोला, नहीं, उसका गुस्सा सही था। मैंने उसे सही समय पर जूते देने के लिए कहा था, किंतु मेरा कारीगर छुट्टी कर गया, इसलिए उसके जूतों का जोड़ा तैयार नहीं हो पाया। यदि मैं आपका काम कर दूं तो? अरे, क्या तुम यह काम जानते हो? यदि तुम मेरा यह काम कर दोगे तो मैं तुम्हें बहुत सारा काम दिला दूंगा। मनोज ने नए जूते बनाए जो ग्राहक को बहुत पसंद आए। धीरे धीरे मनोज का काम चल निकला। उसने जूतों की दुकान खोल ली और बहुत से कारीगर रख लिए। अब उनके पास किसी चीज की कमी नहीं थी। कुछ समय बाद उसने अपने बड़े भाई दीपक को भी वहां बुला लिया। दीपक उसकी सफलता वह मेहनत से बड़ा प्रभावित हुआ। उसने मनोज से क्षमा मांगते हुए कहा, भाई मुझे क्षमा कर दो। मैं तुम्हारे इस काम को छोटा मानकर तुम्हें कितना भला बुरा कहता रहता था, किंतु आज समझ गया हूँ कि सचमुच कोई भी काम बुरा या छोटा नहीं होता। मनोज बहुत खुश था। आखिर उसके गुण को उसके बड़े भाई ने समझ तो लिया था। अब दोनों भाई मिलकर जूतों का कारोबार करने लगा। So children, we have read the lesson. Once again, you can read at home. Okay. So I'll explain you this lesson. I'll explain you in English and Hindi. Okay. So here, किसी नगर में एक धनी व्यापारी रहता था. Okay. So there was a businessman in a town. Okay. There was a businessman in some town. That the town name is not mentioned. Okay. So there was a businessman who had two children, and their name was Deepak and Manoj. They had lot of wealth. This businessman had gathered so much of wealth in his home, and they did not have anything. Nothing was missing in their house. They had everything. Nothing was missing in their house. But he was not happy. This businessman, he was not happy. He was always worried. Why he was worried? He was worried because he used to think that who is going to take care of his wealth if something happened to him. If he die, then who is going to take care of his wealth? Why he used to think in that way? Because his eldest son, he was he was very lazy. He was lazy. Who was lazy? Deepak. Deepak was lazy. He simply used to waste his time doing nothing and used to roam along with his friend here and there. But he had second child also, but that was very young. That son was very young. Manoj was very young. Okay, so he can't take care of his father's business. So only he was worried. This businessman was worried if anything happened to him, then who is going to take care of his wealth? And suddenly, what happened one day? Suddenly, this businessman, he fell ill and he died also. Then, now this Deepak, he was free. No one was there to stop him. Okay, so he was spending his, he got full freedom and he was spending his father's money according to his wish. But this small second child, that Manoj, he was very intelligent. He did not like to spend his time idle. Okay, so after completing his studies, after doing his homework, what he used to do, he used to go to the market. Okay, every day evening he used to go to the market, and there was a shop, cobbler shop, Algu's shop. The name of the cobbler was Algu. Okay, there was a shop. He used to sit he used to go to that Algu's shop and he used to sit beside him and he used to watch daily how he was making the shoes. Then one day what happened, this Algu, he asked Manoj, बेटा तुम रोज यहाँ पर आकर बैठते हो और मेरा काम देखते हो, क्या तुम यह काम सीखना चाहते हो? Then what he asked Algu, that do you want to learn this work? Every day you come here, sit beside me and watch how I am doing my work. So you want to learn this work from me? But you are a son of a rich man. Then why you need to learn this work? What is the necessity of doing such work? Then what he said, what Manu said to that man, Babuji, कोई भी काम छोटा नहीं होता. What he said, that there are no work which is too small. All jobs are equal. So there is no harm in learning any new work. Okay, always we have to learn some or other work. So if you don't mind to teach me, I am ready to learn from you. So slowly Manoj started learning how to make the shoes. But Manoj's elder brother Deepak, he doesn't know that his brother is learning such work. Okay, so one day what happened, when he was roaming along with his friend in the market, suddenly they saw this Manoj in that Algu's shop and he was making shoes there. So by seeing that, his friends started teasing Deepak. See your brother, what type of work he is doing. He's doing cobbler's work. Then because of that, this Deepak got very angry. That and he came in front of he went to Manoj and he started scolding badly. That you foolish boy, why are you doing such work? Are you not ashamed of doing such work? He started scolding. And what is the necessity to? What is why is it necessary to do such works? No need. You come along with me. We'll go home. No need to do such works. He said to Manoj. Manoj, he was quiet and calm. He did not respond. Okay, then after some time, what he said to his brother, नहीं भाई, कोई भी काम बुरा नहीं होता. What he said, that brother, there is no work which is bad. All work are good only. Okay, so if I learn today this work, maybe in future definitely it will be useful for us. So let me learn this work, he said to his brother. Then by hearing that, Deepak angrily left that place. Okay, and then slowly Manoj, he continued with that work. He did not listen to his brother. Every day he used to go there and he used to learn, and slowly he became master on that. He got mastery on his work and he became a skilled cobbler. He became a skilled laborer. So they started spending their time happily, okay, because his father left so much wealth for them. So they were using that wealth and they were living happily. But suddenly, what happened, because of some misfortune, because of their bad luck, there was a robbery in their house. There was a robbery in their house, and these robbers, they have almost looted whatever was there in their house, left a few things, and they have gone. Okay, now this Deepak and Manoj, they were not earning anything. They were simply using his father's wealth. So now they have left with very few things. So how they will get their living? So they started selling one or the other thing, and they used to bring their living. Okay, they used to bring whatever they need for their living. Okay, so but when they had very few things, then Deepak, by seeing that, Deepak, what he was very tensed, he was worried that now what they, if this also finished, then from where they will get their living. So he came to Manoj and he asked Manoj, see brother, I do not know any work. then how we will leave. Okay, how we will leave. Then Manoj, he was very intelligent. So what he said, brother, you don't worry of anything. Definitely, I will find some way. Okay, and you don't worry. We'll see what to do. Then Manoj, from next day, what he did, he searching. He started searching work. Okay, so for that he used to go out every day and he used to roam here and there. He used to wander here and there in search of job, but he did not get any job in his town. Then what he decided he will move to another town. Then he went to another town. There also he started searching job. After some days, what he saw, there was a cobbler shop. So he went near to that cobbler shop. Okay, he went near to that cobbler shop, and that time what he heard, that one customer, he was scolding that the owner of the shop badly. He was arguing with that shopkeeper. Then this Manoj, when this customer left the shop, Manoj went near to the shopkeeper, and then he asked the shopkeeper what happened, what is the matter, why he is scolding you badly. Then what he said, no, that is not his mistake. It was my mistake. I only said that I will make a pair of shoe for him, but it was not ready because my craftsman left. So the shoes were not ready on time. So only he was scolding. Then Manoj, what he said, uh, can I make shoes for you, for that person? Then what he said, do you know how to make shoes? If you can make shoes, then I'll give you some more work, like that. The shopkeeper told Manoj. Then Manoj made the shoes for the shopkeeper, and it was liked by that customer. Okay, so slowly his work came well, and he has opened one shop, shoe shops, and he kept many craftsmen in his shop. Now he had everything he had on. Okay, he had everything in his house for living. Slowly he decided to he call his brother. He call Deepak also to stay along with him. So Deepak came, and when he saw the success of his brother, he was very much influenced by his brother's hard work, and he realized his mistake, that that he understood that no work is bad. Okay, he understood that no work is bad. Then he asked Manoj, please forgive me for my mistake. I was wrong, you were correct. Okay, because of your hard work, we got everything back. So Manoj was very happy because his brother, he understood his mistake, and then both the brother, they started, they were doing good in their business. Okay, so we understood the lesson. Now we'll learn what is the moral of the story. Now I'll explain you first in English what is the moral of the story. The moral of the story is no work is small or big. Okay, no work is small or big. Each and every work is equally important. Each and every work is equally important. It is the thinking and attitude of people who consider a work as big or small. If we start doing any type of work at a small scale with honesty and hard work, we can surely take that work to new heights. Okay, so we should never disrespect any type of work. So what we understood from this lesson? What is the moral of the story? That no work is small or big. Each work is equally important. Never we should disrespect any type of work. So व्यक्ति का अहंकार अथवा नासमझी ही उसे किसी काम को छोटा या बड़ा समझने का भाव उत्पन्न कराती है. This our thinking and our attitude that we consider some work as small and some work as big. So when we work hard, whatever we decided, though it is small in the beginning, after some time it may take you to बिग हाइट, न्यू हाइट। ओके, यदि उसे परिश्रम की आदत है और विचार अच्छे हो तो हर काम, और अगर हम हर काम को मन लगाकर करते हैं तो उसका फल हमें जरूर मिलता है। तो हमें यह कहानी से यह शिक्षा मिलता है कि कोई भी काम छोटा यहाँ नहीं होता है, बड़ा नहीं होता है। हम अपनी मेहनत से छोटे काम को भी ऊंचाइयों पर ले जा सकते हैं। तो सबसे पहले हम कठिन शब्द पढ़ेंगे। ओके, कठिन शब्द। व्यापारी, फर्स्ट वन इज व्यापारी। व्यापारी मीन्स बिजनेसमैन। दीपक, बेटे का नाम था मनोज। धन संपत्ति, किंतु, क्योंकि, आलसी, निठल्ला, उम्र, घूमता, बीमार। ओके, 12th वन स्वर्गवास। 13th वन आजादी। 14th लुटाने। 15th कमाई। 16th दौलत। 17th बिल्कुल। 18th पढ़ाई लिखाई। 19th हंसते। 20th बुराई। 21 सिखाएंगे। 22 गुस्सा। 23 तुम्हारा। 24 मूर्ख। 25 अवश्य। 26 निपुण। 27 सुखपूर्वक। 28 दुर्भाग्य। 29 ग्राहक। 30 पहुंचकर। 31 छुट्टी। 32 प्रभावित। 33 क्षमा। 34 परिश्रम। Children, you should write this hard word in your classwork and then ask your parents to take the dictation. Okay, you should learn the spelling first. Then it will be easy to read the lesson. Then sabdart. Next we'll learn sabdart. Ahankar. Ahankar means ghamand, pride. Okay, ahankar means ghamand, pride. Sampatti. Sampatti means dhan, asset. Okay, wealth. You can say wealth. Samajdar. Sayana. Sayana. Intelligent. Mitra. Dost. Friend. Alsi. Alsi means sust, lazy. Sust, lazy. Shant. Khamosh. Quiet. शांत मीन्स क्वाइट, खामोश। निपुण, निपुण मीन्स कुशल, स्किल्ड, विथ मास्टरी ऑन सम वर्क। ओके, कारीगर, दस्तकार। कारीगर मीन्स दस्तकार, क्राफ्ट्समैन। कारोबार, कारोबार, कारोबार मीन्स व्यापार, व्यापार। कारोबार मीन्स व्यापार, मीन्स बिजनेस। परिश्रम, परिश्रम मीन्स मेहनत, परिश्रम मीन्स मेहनत, हार्ड वर्क। Okay, then Swargavas. Swargavas means mrityu, death. Pasand. Pasand means priya. Children, in your textbook, pasand, it is given jaruri. Jaruri is wrong. Okay, pasand is priya, your liking. Okay, likeness. Jaruri means very important. So, jaruri is not the correct meaning for pasand. Pasand means priya. Mochi. Mochi means जूते बनाने वाला, जूते बनाने वाला। मूर्ख, बेवकूफ। मूर्ख, बेवकूफ। दुर्भाग्य, बुरी किस्मत, मिसफॉर्चून, बुरी किस्मत। बहस, वाद विवाद, वाद विवाद, आर्गुमेंट। सफलता, कामयाबी, सफलता, कामयाबी। ओके, सक्सेस। क्षमा, माफी, फॉरगिवनेस। क्षमा, माफी, फॉरगिवनेस। Now second bit is page number 23, विलोम शब्द, उल्टे अर्थ वाले शब्द। धनी, धनी मीन्स निर्धन। धनी का उल्टा निर्धन, धनी का उल्टा निर्धन, जिसके पास कोई धन बच ना गया हो उसे निर्धन कहते हैं। समझदार, वेरी इंटेलिजेंट। समझदार मीन्स इंटेलिजेंट, उसका उल्टा ना समझ, जिसे कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आता। बुरा, गुड। बुरा मीन्स बैड, भला मीन्स गुड। गुण, अवगुण, गुण का उल्टा अवगुण, क्वालिटी। okay. आलसी, चुस्त, आलसी, चुस्त, lazy. And चुस्त means always ready to do some very active. हंसना, रोना, हंसना उल्टा रोना। दुर्भाग्य, सौभाग्य। गुड लक, बैड लक। दुर्भाग्य मीन्स बैड लक, सौभाग्य मीन्स गुड लक। दुर्भाग्य मीन्स बैड लक, सौभाग्य मीन्स गुड लक। तो दुर्भाग्य का उल्टा सौभाग्य। उपाय, निरुपाय। way, there is some way, we say upay means way, nirupay, there will be no way। निरूपाय। एक शब्द में उत्तर लिखिए, should answer in one word। आपके बाल काटने वाला क्या कहलाता है? आपके बाल काटने वाला क्या कहलाता है? बाल काटने वाले को नाई कहते हैं। क्या कहते हैं? नाई। आपको पढ़ाने वाला क्या कहलाता है? आपको पढ़ाने वाले क्या कहलाता है? शिक्षक या शिक्षिका। लेडी जेंट्स टीचर है तो शिक्षक, लेडी टीचर है तो शिक्षिका। मिट्टी के बर्तन बनाने वाला क्या कहलाता है? मिट्टी के बर्तन, दोज हू मेक potters, potters who make pots, so they are called कुम्हार। क्या कहलाता है? मिट्टी के बर्तन बनाने वाला कुम्हार। लोगों के कपड़े धोने वाला क्या कहलाता है? लोगों का कपड़ा धोने वाले को धोबी कहते हैं। ये आदमी है तो धोबी, औरत है तो धोबिन। बगीचे की देखभाल करने वाला क्या कहलाता है? बगीचे की देखभाल करने वाला माली कहलाता है। फिर इसके बाद सही वाक्यों के लिए सही तथा गलत वाक्यों के लिए गलत का चिन्ह लगाइए। पेज नंबर 22। व्यापारी के दो बेटे थे। व्यापारी के दो बेटे थे, सही। दीपक आलसी और निठल्ला था, सही। मनोज उम्र में दीपक से बड़ा था, गलत। मनोज छोटा था, है ना। दीपक ने जूते बनाना सीखा। दीपक ने जूते बनाना सीखा नहीं, किसने सीखा था? मनोज ने। तो ये गलत है बच्चों, यहाँ मैंने गलत का निशान नहीं दिया है, आप लोग लगा देना। मनोज ने जूतों की दुकान खोली। किसने जूतों की दुकान खोली? मनोज ने। तो यह सही है। सही विकल्प के सामने सही का चिन्ह लगाइए। दिस इज गिवन ऑन पेज नंबर 22। व्यापारी का बड़ा बेटा कैसा था? व्यापारी का बड़ा बेटा आलसी था। कैसा था? आलसी। मनोज ने मोची के काम के बारे में क्या कहा? मनोज ने मोची के काम के बारे में क्या कहा? आपका काम बुरा है, कोई काम बुरा नहीं होता, आपका काम सरल है। क्या कहा उसने? कोई काम बुरा नहीं होता है। ग्राहक को किसके बनाए जूते पसंद आए? ग्राहक को मनोज के बनाए हुए जूते पसंद आए। किसके बनाए हुए जूते पसंद आए? मनोज के बनाए हुए जूते पसंद आए। With this, please stop, children. Thank you. Thank you very much, children. Okay, this notes will be sent to you through my class camp. You should complete this. And okay, so rest of the exercise I'll be sending you in the next class. Till then, take care, children. Thank you very much.